Hello young explorers. Our today's topic is from energy. Now, when you hear the word energy, what comes in your mind first? Energy in terms of food, you get energy when you eat something, or you get energy when you drink some juice or energy drinks, or different types and forms of energy around us. All we are living on the surface of the earth, and we have different types of sources for energy. And we know that energy we can transfer from one form into another form, and energy cannot be created nor be destroyed. But the total amount of energy in the universe remains the same. But if I ask you a few simple questions, that the ceiling fan on your head is moving on electricity, is it because of sun? Just think and give answer to yourself. Is that fan moving because of sun? So there may be different answers. If yes, you have to explain why and how. If no, what is your answer? So the electricity to run this fan is coming from, say for example, hydro water. So there is some dam on which the stored water, we are using that stored water to move the turbine, and we are producing electricity using big turbines. So that plant is called as hydroelectric power plant. So the ceiling fan on your head is moving because of the electricity which you get from hydroelectric power plant. Now I will come back to my basic question again. You know the source. Is it moving because of sun? Just think. So why that water is stored in the dam? From where it came? It came from the river. In the rivers it came from where? Yes, rain. In rains, so you have to see what is water cycle. So you will go to the water evaporation in the ocean. So why that water evaporates? Because of sun. So if sun is not there, water will not evaporate, water cycle will not be there. So the chain reaction or things happening one after another will not happen. So yes, the fan on your head is moving indirectly because of sun, not directly because of sun. So if you take a solar panel and convert electrical energy and move this fan, in that case you will see, okay, yes, it is moving because of sun. But what if I say the electricity is not coming from hydroelectric power plant and it is coming from the windmill? So is it moving because of sun? Just think again and try to relate the relation of sun. So why windmill generate electricity? Windmill, the name itself says it need wind. So what are winds? And how do winds produce? So we know that air moves from one place to another place. From which place to another place? Where you have high pressure and low pressure region. So this high pressure region and low pressure region is created because of the sun's heat. So one surface heated up more, air becomes lighter and goes up, which creates the low pressure region area. Whereas on the other side of surface, wherein sunlight don't hit up that area much, having high pressure area, so that moves from high pressure region to low pressure region. So on the earth, winds are moving because of the sun's heat. That is why you observe monsoon. After summer, monsoon arrives because the land is heated up a lot, creating low pressure region. So the high pressure region, water vapors on the ocean comes from higher pressure region to the lower pressure region. So indirectly in windmill also sun is responsible. So you can think in different ways. So if I ask, you are going to school or you are going to another city with car, bus or whatever vehicle you use. So what do you use in that? A diesel or petrol. So your car is basically running on the sun. Is sun responsible that you are moving from one place to another place using your vehicle? Just think and try to correlate. I guess you have established the connection. So why, what is the petrol, diesel or what is crude oil? What is that? So millions of years ago, due to some natural disasters or natural incidences, the jungles or the forest, animals, trees got buried under the rocks. So under high temperature and high pressure, that biomass gets converted into crude oil. And we use that crude oil for different purposes. But why those trees and animals were present millions of years ago on the earth? They are because of the sun. So they exist because of the sun. So directly or indirectly, sun is responsible. Even if I am lifting this thing, sun is responsible for this act. What do you think? Yes, now we can do some fast things. Why I am able to lift this thing? Because I have some food. So that food comes from where? So in that way you can establish your connection with the sun. Now it's my challenge to you. Try to find out an act where sun is not directly responsible or indirectly responsible. And we get that energy without sun. And we know that sun is the renewable energy source for energy. Because sun gives light and heat to each and every one living on the earth. So if you put solar panel on your house and you generate electricity to consume that electricity for your television or refrigerator or lighting up your house, that energy generation will be free in some terms. But sun will not send a monthly bill to you that you have used so and so much of energy of mine, so now you have to pay the bill. So we get energy from the sun at free of cost. Yes, of course you need some cost to set up solar panel or some batteries, inverter systems, but that will be the one-time cost. After that you have to just maintain the instruments. Rest energy part, energy conversion from solar energy into electrical form of energy will be free of cost. And not only into electrical form of energy, we use solar water heater or solar cooker. So in that way also we are not converting solar energy into electrical form of energy, but we convert that into heat form to heat the water or to cook the food. So we are using solar energy to a very large extent in our day-to-day life. Not using, but we exist because of sun. We exist because of sun. So now you can say sun is the ultimate source of energy on the earth. And we learn how to use solar energy gradually. When we were living in forest and in thousands of years of progress, we adapted or we learned new things, we developed new things to use solar energy, like a simple dried food, you can say. So when sunlight is more, or in summers you dry some things and you preserve those things so you can eat throughout the year. That way we are using solar energy for drying the things. Now, the actual, what our today's topic is converting solar energy into electrical form of energy, how this happens, and we are going to make a solar car which will run on solar energy without fuel. And you know, there are few cars in future, because this crude oil is going to finish one day. So what are the alternative energy sources we can use that already scientists are thinking? Maybe today we are not using to a large extent in our day-to-day life. But definitely by the time you grow, you will have a solar car running on a actual road. Today we have a toy solar car. But the principle is same. Only thing, during daytime, now whatever examples we have around us, you must have seen a solar street light lamps. So what we are doing there, during daytime, using the panels, we are converting solar energy into electrical form of energy, but we cannot use that energy, electrical form of energy, immediately, because during daytime you don't need any street light. So you will see a unit like a box on that pole. So that unit is nothing but a battery. So you store that electrical form of energy into chemical form of energy in battery, and during night time when you need that energy, you convert that chemical energy again into electrical form of energy to glow the light. So solar energy, basically you need to store. Storage unit must be there, and basically we are storing them in batteries. Remember, solar energy is the only energy which we are generating is in DC format. All other energy sources using generators like hydroelectric power plant, atomic power plant, windmill, tidal energy, there you are using a turbine which generates AC current, alternate current. Solar energy, in solar energy we are getting direct current, polarity. It has polarity, positive and negative. So you cannot use that direct energy to run your television or to run your refrigerator. We need to, because all the instruments we are using in our house are running on AC. So solar energy which is generated in DC form using a inverter. So you need a unit of inverter with the battery. So that inverter converts DC supply into AC supply, which can be used to run or to use for different purposes in our house. That is the job of our inverter. And when you are charging the battery, this is apart from the solar energy, when you are charging the battery for the inverter, that inverter converts AC supply into DC current for storage in the battery. So solar energy, but why solar energy? So what you do, if I take say for example a plastic plate and connect two wires to plastic plate and hold it, connect a motor to this plastic plate and hold it in sunlight, will that motor run? Definitely not, because you will say, sir, solar plastic is not a solar panel. So if you take gold plate and connect two wires and connect to the motor and hold it in sunlight, will it generate electricity with the gold? Definitely not. So solar panels are made up of what? What is the spatial ability, what is the spatial material in solar panel which converts solar energy into electrical form of energy? When we get sunlight, basically the light we get, now we will call them as a photons. We will not call it as a light now. The sunlight we are getting, the photons, particles we get from the sun. So we will see, so this is the solar panel. Normal, usually you see such solar panel. Today we are using solar panels for day-to-day purposes, but in 1839 Alexandre Edmund Becquerel studied this phenomenon of converting solar energy into electrical form of energy a lot, and the special effect which is called as a photovoltaic effect is studied a lot by him, and he is called as a father of solar cell. So as I asked you earlier, what is the special ability of this material? Basically, solar wafers or solar panels are made up of semiconductors. Like silicon is a semiconductor. Now, when photons hits the plate, basically this is not a single layer. You have different layers on one another, and pure semiconductors also do not generate electricity. So you have to add some impurities into the semiconductor like silicon. So normally we add the first upper layer is added with phosphorus, which give them, because see what is energy or what is voltage? Voltage is a potential difference. So when you hold this panel in sunlight, you get some potential difference and current, some voltage and current. To get that potential difference, you have to create some layers, and in these wafers what we do, in the upper layer we add phosphorus, which makes that layer as a positively charged, and the bottom layer in silicon we add boron to make it negatively charged. And when photons pass through the layers and hit the silicon, they kick off the electron. Now again I will come back to the same point. Why only silicon? Why not gold? You add impurities in gold and make two layers. Will that generate electricity? Definitely not. Why only these semiconductors? It is because the sun, it is simply, I will give an example of lock and key. The lock will open with the key made for the lock. Now, sun will not change. The energy, the photons coming from the sun, the energy they have, that will not change. That is the key. So you need to find a lock which will be opened with the key, with the energy of photon. So when, I will give you a very simple example. It is like a kicking of a football. So this is the key, you have to open a lock. So you have to find different materials, different locks which will get open with the key. This energy what the photon have, they will kick off the electrons from the outermost shell of an atom. So when you put gold, photons don't have that much of energy to push the electron from the gold outermost orbit, or neither any other atom. It matches with the semiconductors when you add some impurities. So electrons in these layers, from electron is pushed from the bottom layer, and we know that opposite charges attracts each other. So this electron from the bottom layer moves to the upper layer of which is positively charged. So this electron when move from one place to bottom layer to top layer, there you have these metal strip running across. So those electrons are getting into the circuit which we join externally circuit, and then when you connect the external circuit, electrons moves. And what is electricity? Electricity is nothing but a flow of electrons. So when electron starts moving, you have electricity. So even in this light also, we don't have sunlight in this room. You must have seen calculators and a small strip of solar panel on the calculators, and they work on that panel, the energy generated by that small panel. You don't keep them in sunlight. In normal daylight as well, or in normal room light, they work, because every light has photons, every light has some energy. These photons have some energy. Definitely the energy or the photon energy coming from the mercury bulb or CFL bulb is less, or moonlight is less. Whereas you get a direct source, the father, sun, that photon will have maximum energy. So when you hold it, so I will just show it to you. So I have connected these two wires of a solar panel to a multimeter, and we will see how much voltage is generated here in this daylight or in this room light. We don't have any natural light here at present in the room. We have only two CFL bulbs. So let us see how much energy is there in this. Can you see the reading? It is 1.86 right now. So you are generating this much of voltage in this room. When you put this panel in sunlight, definitely it will give you more voltage and more current. So this is how all kind of solar panel works. Definitely installation cost of solar panel is high. And there are many theories that the installation cost or the energy required to make one solar panel and the output given by the solar panel in a course of duration is not matching. But see, ultimately we have to rely on renewable sources. So we must use more and more renewable energy sources. Then now we will see how to make a working solar car using the material provided in the kit. So let us begin. This is the material to make working solar car. We have these 4 wheels, a sunboard with both side tape, cable tag, straw, motor, rubber band, a spoke. There are 2 spokes, one with small pulley and one without, a solar panel of 3 volt and a printed sheet from which you have to make a body of solar car. Additionally, you will need a scissor, sellotape or Fevicol from your house. First of all, remove the small parts from this sheet and keep them safely aside. So these are the parts of a car which we need to make a body, and using sellotape or dispenser we will make these boxes or some shapes. Be careful while you are taking this out from the punch. So these are the things what we have inside that sheet. So here you will find cut this orange part, automatically it will come out from the punch. And if you see any sheet, you will find creasing lines. So here on this you have to fold on all these creasing lines. So once you take it out, we have to make all shapes first and then we will paste it on a car base. So let us begin with one by one. So for example, this is the sheet, we have to make a main body of a car. So fold it on all creasing lines firmly. Remember, if you don't fold firmly, it will not take good shape. But if you fold firmly on the creasing lines, car body or any shape will take an automatic shape or pre-designed shape. So once you are done with the folding, just so this will be the body you have to make. So this is the pasting of few things before we start making of an actual car. So this is basically, you can say, a craft work as well. This is the main body or main part of a car. So make sure that I have used a Fevicol, not sellotape. So it looks pretty good. This is the bonnet of a car, and from the bottom this is the pasting area. So make sure before you are pasting it, you should fold these lines or these surfaces, so that when you put it or paste it on the surface, you will use it as a pasting area surface. After this you have to fold towards the black side. Remember this thing. And there are a few things. Okay, this one small box, and apart from this there are a few things which are as it is. This panel we will put it finally on the roof of the main body, but that we will do later. And these few black strips. So let us begin first for making of a car. So take this white sunboard. From one side you will find both side tape pasted on its surface, and other side it is a plain. Now this box you have to put it in such a way that this window will come above it. If you paste it like this, in this way, this will be wrong, because we are going to put motor here for the drive. So make sure that you are pasting it using a Fevicol. So before, you can clear this off to make it flat surface using a scissor as well, so that we will get a flat surface. And after this, make sure that you are putting it at a center from all sides, from the back side as well and from the front side as well. From all sides, leave the equal area and then paste it using a Fevicol. But after that, we need to cut or give cut on this window here. So first of all, we will paste it and then we will cut it. So once this is ready, we need to give cut and 2 holes. So from this end, just insert a small spoke and move it slowly so that it will come from this side. Similarly, for the another hole, don't push it hard, because if Fevicol is not dry, entire sheet will be lifted from the sunboard. So make this hole bigger, and here this window we need to clear. So just use cutter. Make sure that when you are putting cutter from this side, your fingers are not on the point or on the line. So just use the cutter wisely and clear this window. So from this side you will see here these lines. So clear this window completely. So once this is ready, we will put wheels on it first and a motor. But for putting wheels, we need these 2 spokes with rubber band, straws. There are 2 small straws and 1 big straw, and wheel. So first of all, this is the front wheel. So insert long spoke through it, and we need to put these 2 wheels on it. So be careful while you are inserting. If you find this straw is extra, and so let me first show it to you. So when I am putting it from both the sides, and if you hold straw and move it, there should not be friction between straw and wheel. But if you find there is some friction, what additionally you can do is, you can reduce the length of the straw by few millimeters so that there should be no friction between straw and wheel. See now. So initially there was some friction. Now it is moving freely when you are holding the straw. Now after this, so once this is ready, we will put it on a front side. Now remember, the front wheel and back wheel both should be parallel to each other. If you put this front wheel in this way, what will happen? Your car will not move straight. So all the time it will keep doing round and round, either left or right. So the front wheel and back wheel, they should be parallel to each other, and make sure that your car should move straight. So once this position is final, remove the release tape and paste it there and press firmly, so that from top view it will be like this. If there is any play in the wheels, just adjust that play. Now with the rear wheel, there are 2 to 3 adjustments we have to do. First, there is a small pulley on it. So on this pulley, we are going to put this black rubber band. Don't forget to put this rubber band. Otherwise, what happen? You will paste it here and you will forget to put this belt here. So, and also, first of all, what you need to check the position of the pulley. So there are 2 straws. As this window is there, the first straw you have to paste here, and second straw you will paste here. Now what will happen? See here, the length of the straw is more and the pasting area is less. So when you put these 2 things here and paste it here, so see the position of the pulley or the wheels, because they left wheel, right wheel, they should come in straight line. So here you need to adjust the orientation of the pulley, which side. So if I am holding it like this, you can see this pulley is touching the sunboard. So either you can shift the pulley. So shifting pulley is easy. So just hold it, the spoke, against any hard surface, and so if I have to push this side, I will just press it and push it on this side. So when I am putting it here, so this is the wrong, so this may be the right way to put it here. So in this position, we need to adjust the pulley. So suppose I am taking it at this point and checking it from this side, the spoke length coming out of the sunboard, and from this side. So I think this is the perfect measurement. And after this, we need to put the spoke. Now when you are putting this spoke into the plastic straw, make sure that this straw is not touching the pulley, otherwise it will create additional friction. So what we will do, we will cut it a bit and we will insert from this side, and other side there should not be a problem like this. So once you are done with this adjustment, insert the wheel. Don't forget to put the belt. So put the belt onto the pulley, and then see, this, the flat side is from outside and this is the inner side of the wheel. Put it there and press the wheel. You can press it against any hard surface as well. Remember, spoke should not come out of the wheel, marginally it should be there. So in this position, now we will stick this wheel here. So remove the release paper, keep it at the maximum center, and make sure that these two wheels are parallel to each other and press hard. So this is our car. Check for now. Here I have a slope, so this car is coming towards me like this. So once this is ready, we need to fix a motor which will give drive to the wheel. This is of course a rear wheel, and the rubber band or a belt which will be mounted on this pulley. Now on this motor, what you need to do is, using any scissor or anything, we need to take out this pulley. So I am using my fingers, but if it is difficult to use fingers, you can just use a scissor to take it out, remove it and insert it either way. So flat side of the pulley should be from the outside, and you can always adjust its position onto the shaft of the motor. In this step, we need to fix a motor with solar panel onto the car base. Remember, when we connect this panel to the motor, what will happen? In sunlight, solar energy will be converted into electrical energy, and using that electrical energy, this motor will move. Now, in which direction this wheel or this pulley should move to make this car move forward? So when these two pulleys, one pulley on a spoke and pulley on a shaft of a motor, will be connected with that black belt, and if this motor or shaft moves in forward direction, it will give forward direction to the car. For that, you need to first of all identify the polarity of these two wires and motor, in which position you have to connect it. So this is try and error method. So initially, first of all, what you have to do is remove this black wire and twist it firmly. So all metal wires should be together. Similarly, remember to handle this panel very carefully, because if by any chance this wire gets separated or this gets break, your panel will be of no use. So you have to handle this panel very carefully. Don't touch and move it up and down like this. This will break and your panel will be of no use. So while handling this, make sure that you're handling it very carefully. Now after this, there are 2 points where you have to connect a motor. So first of all, this is not a permanent connection because we will be testing it. So insert a wire from this side and just give one turn or twist, because you should be able to remove it if it goes wrong. Now when you are doing this, if your metal wires are not, see here, these metal wires, they are not together, so it will be difficult to insert it inside the motor clip. So twist them firmly to make it a single strand and then insert it through the hole. Now this is temporary. What you have to do is, see here, this motor will be kept on this side, left side of the motor. Hold this panel in sunlight. If you don't have sunlight around you, you can use incandescent bulb of 100 watt, a yellow bulb basically. Hold it under that bulb and make sure that this pulley is moving in this forward direction. If it is not moving in forward direction, what you can do is just remove these two wires and interchange the polarity so that this will move in forward direction. So just try this and then we will place it here. Once you test its polarity, if you need to interchange the wires and then fix it permanently. Also make sure that these two metal wires coming out of the wires should not touch each other, because it will create a short circuit. So once you are sure that it is moving in forward direction, we need to fix this motor here onto the car base. So we will fix it using a cable tag. So look at this cable tag. From one side it is smooth and other side it is rough. So rough side always should come inside like this. So the smooth side is from the outside. So we need to insert it cable tag from this side. So insert from the top, say like this. Now make sure that the smooth side is this way. Take it from the outside or from the bottom, and then again insert it from the bottom like this. Now after this, we will put a motor there and lock it. So when you are locking the motor, make sure that your motor is coming top, this shaft of the motor or this pulley is coming on the top of the pulley on the spoke. But anyway, you can later also adjust that. So once this is fixed, we will cut this upper part of the cable tag. Make sure that it is parallel. Then put this rubber band into the pulley groove. Hold it from the bottom with your finger, and from other side just pull this and put it on another pulley. So see it here. Both the pulleys should come on to the top of one another. If they are not coming onto one another in one line, then you need to adjust the pulley either on the spoke or either on the motor shaft so that they will come onto one another. Otherwise, that belt will come off very often. You can test your car in this position as well. Just put this car in sunlight and test if it is moving freely. If it is not moving freely, how to correct it? First of all, make sure that when you remove this belt and hold it in sunlight, motor shaft is moving. That means solar energy is getting converted into electrical energy and this motor is moving. But after putting the belt and you hold it in sunlight in the air, this motor should give drive to these wheels and this wheel also should move freely. If they are not moving freely, it means that either there is a friction or there is a tension in this belt. So you can just hold this belt and pull along, stretch it so that a little bit tension will be released from that belt. It will be loose and this will move freely. Also from the bottom side, you have to check there is no additional friction. These wheels are not touching the edges of the sunboard or the straw. So make sure that all the possibilities. And after this, it's time to decorate your car. So this is the hood or main body of a car. You can see here SOCAR is printed here. So that is the back side of a car. So motor is on this side, so I will take panel from this window. So just insert the panel from inside and take it from this window like this and you will put this hood onto the body like this from all the sides. Like this. So then we have this additional thing, just paste it using additional Fevicol onto the top. Then you have this both side tape here. Remove the both side tape and put the panel here. After this, we need to fix the bonnet. So put the Fevicol on the surfaces. On all the flaps, this the backside flap as well, and paste it accordingly. So the decoration is up to you. This is the front part, so you can just put a tape, Fevicol, and paste it here like this. Then these are the sides you need to stick like this, so it will come above the wheel. I will stick it and will show it to you. So now I'm on terrace and let's see if this car is moving in sunlight or not. You can see its wheels are already moving in sunlight. So let us see how this car moves on the ground. So kids, enjoyed the making of a solar car? Now you can make a solar boat using the same solar panel and motor, or you can make a solar cap. Creativity as your end. So just do whatever you can and share your creativity and innovation with us. Thank you.